Hey, and good afternoon, beautiful people. Samson Williams, live from Dubai. I've been hearing a lot of conversation about STOs and ICOs. So it's like, let me make a quick video before the day is up. So, for the first time in human history, you're going to actually be able to see an ICO and see an STO. This is an ICO. Ta-da! Can you see that? Brilliant. This is an STO. This is an STO. So, what's the difference between an ICO and an STO? Well, let's actually talk about what you're doing when you're doing an initial coin offering or you're doing a securitized token offering. You're making an offering. Do you know what that process is called when you're making an offering? It's called crowdfunding. So in ICOs, you didn't get any equity. You got nothing. You got a digital gummy bear, a hope, a promise saying, thank you for donating, participating, contributing to my research and design. In STOs, you're going to get some form of equity. You're going to have rights. Probably voting rights, probably not a board member right unless you're big enough investors. So why all the craze about STOs if all you're in fact doing is crowdfunding? How is it crowdfunding? Well, in the ICO model and the STO model, you go out to a crowd, bunch of strangers that you don't know and say, give me some money. That's ICOs and STOs. ICOs, most part unregulated. STOs, they do have regulations that follow, and these are American regulations. And yes, America is not the center of the universe, but Texas is. Shout out to my home state of Texas. Sorry, home country, my bad. So if you're doing an ICO or an STO, if you're offering a cryptocurrency or a token in the United States, you're doing crowdfunding. Crowdfunding falls under the rules of the Securities and Exchange Commissions and Title III of the Jobs Act. So the Jobs Act is sort of old. It was passed in 2012. It got signed into law May 16th, 2016. And so what the Jobs Act does, it enables primarily retail investors, quote unquote unsophisticated investors, to participate in crowdfunding campaigns. There are different levels and some safeguards in them. For instance, in Reg CF, regulation crowdfunding, you can only raise up to $1,070,000, whereas in Reg A, Reg D, and Reg S, in Reg A in Reg A plus, you can raise up to $50 million. In Reg D, it's unlimited, but only for institutional and accredited investors. And Reg S is for raising money outside of the U.S. or without American investors. You've probably heard of Telegram, and the Telegram ICO is a great example of a crowdfunding campaign that filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission. So this is one of those instances, the Telegram ICO, where 97 plus 85 equals $1.7 billion. How does 97 plus 85 equal $1.7 billion? In Telegram's ICO, quote unquote ICO, they raised 97 investors in their first round, and then they raised from 85 investors in their next round for a total of $1.7 billion. They did file paperwork with the Securities and Exchange Commission because they only raised money from institutional and accredited investors. Why? They were doing crowdfunding. And so, if you're doing crowdfunding and you're trying to crowdfund for your initial coin offering or for your tokenized security offering, remember, you're doing an offering. You're offering to the crowd a cryptocurrency or a token. That's called crowdfunding. So as you hear about all the wonderfulness and the hype around STOs, realize what they're doing. STOs are just crowdfunding, and crowdfunding is difficult because you have to have a good product or service as well as be able to show value of that thing that you are quote unquote tokenizing. And tokenization is actually just the process of removing the paperwork from your offering. But we'll talk about that more later. In the meantime, you can follow the cfpa.org. That's www.cfpa.org, which stands for the Crowdfunding Professional Association. They're the guys and gals who who wrote the rules for regulated crowdfunding in the United States. Follow them for more information. If you have any questions or comments, drop it down below. I'm here in Dubai for another couple of days. I'll see you all in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And that's it for now. Deuces.